Get ready, everyone. All-star action is coming your way. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. This place is gonna go crazy. Tonight, the exciting three-point contest. What a fun time this is gonna be. It's fast-paced and action-packed, folks.
Well, right next to me, I've got somebody who knows a thing or two about winning this event. So tell us what it takes to do just that, Steve.
Well, I did win the event once, Clark, in '97, and it really is a matter of finding a rhythm. The game comes so fast, the shots are coming one after the other. You've got to get into a groove, get into a rhythm, and then just let it ride.
So here's Q now. 5 racks, 30 is a perfect score. Remember that the last ball on each rack, the money balls were 2.
And money balls are key. You got to get in that groove early here to knock those money balls down.
Yeah, no question, Clark. You really want to dial it in on that first rack if you can.
And over his career, just a superb long-range marksman. The hardest thing for a shooter might be just maintaining that same level of concentration through all 5 racks.
Yeah, I think it is the hardest thing, Clark, because you're just not used to taking 25 shots in 1 minute. Nobody does that even in practice. You don't really do it that way. So it's a very foreign feeling when you're out there. You've got to maintain that focus.
His 12th straight. You cannot miss. 19 to score. Up to 22. Makes it more straight for him.
These last few shots have been pretty wild.
A massive score. 27 points. What an unbelievable run. Right away you could tell it was going to be special.
Yeah, dozen shots in a row. I mean,
One round for him there. Well, not his finest showing. I think we can all agree he could have done a lot better.
Just in his discomfort zone in that round.
you know, a lot of people wondered how Durant would play when he first came into the league, whether he'd be a
The round with 19 points. He was really enjoying himself out there that time, guys.
But in that round, he got his misses out of the way early and then found his.
Go last. It's no mystery how many points at the end of the round.
I think we've seen an outstanding competition so far. I mean, the scores have been tremendous.
This is very high quality stuff.
So here's Durant now. And Kevin Durant's size, Steve. There was some temptation to play him at the 4, and sometimes he does actually in a small lineup for Oklahoma City. But Clark, I think you want a shooter like him out on the wing where there's some space and he can do some things out there.
Yeah, a guy like that needs room to run wild and do his thing. And he's gazelle-like and a lethal scorer, so you got to give him all the room and space that he requires to be effective.
He's got 5. Only managed to sink 1 there.
And it's panic time.
That's 5 in a row. He better get it together.
Now he's starting to struggle.
That's 7 consecutive misses now. He needs an adjustment. 6. He's up to 7.
And Durant really starting to light it up now, guys.
He barely cracks double digits with 10 points. That's far below what he's capable of doing when he's on his game.
Well, when you have a stretch where you miss 8 in a row, I mean, you're leaving so many points out. There, and there's almost no way to recapture your momentum at that point. You lose confidence.
And so here's Curry now.
Something the shooters have to avoid here is over-adjusting if the shots aren't falling.
Yeah, I agree, Clark. You can't over-adjust. It has to be a very minor tweak. But sometimes, you know, a shooter just has one thought that can get him into a good groove. A little bit like a golfer. You just want one swing thought, one shot thought. If you can get to that point during this contest, you can be in good shape.
One more for the tie.
He's got 10. 2 racks to go. Oh, that's good. He takes the lead.
Way to step up big in this final round.
Yeah, stepping up and really stroking the ball.
One last rack remains. Good for 13. Now 14. He finishes with 14 points on the board. I'd say he handled that round pretty well, guys.
I think things are so much easier when a shooter gets off to a good start, and he certainly did that.
So here's Q now. Here we go. This is it. He led all qualifiers. Now, can he emerge victorious in the finals?
The score to beat 14. We'll see if he can take the lead.
Control for a while there. I mean, I don't know that I've ever seen anything like it. Just one shot after another, just continuing to fall. He was in an unbelievable group.
And that brings the three-point contest to a close. Coming out on top of the kind of field we had here tonight says so much about our champion this year.
Such terrific sharpshooting on display. You never know who's going to take the crown.
And the crowd here loving it too. And I'll tell you what, we've got some pretty good seats here, guys. I feel like I relived it all over again.
And the drama, the excitement, this year's three-point contest had it all. And it was our pleasure to bring it to you. For myself, Kevin Harlan, and my partners Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, thank you, everyone, and good night.